I want to talk about this for a bit. Maybe it's an excuse for me to talk about Cobra Kai here, but whatever, So Cobra Kai, I've kind of fallen in love with the series. I'm not gonna lie. It's a direct sequel. That's a series that's a direct sequel to the first Karate Kid, but also, I don't even think you need to watch the Karate Kid movies to understand this movie. I've watched some of them. I haven't watched all of them, but I still enjoyed this one a lot. It fills you in on everything you need to know, so you really don't need to watch the original movies. I feel like you could just watch this, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. Season 3 recently came out, made a review, and now Season 4 details have come out, and I want to talk about this. So Season 4, there's a bunch of stuff going on, I'll be giving spoilers for Season 3, by the way, so if you don't want to know, you can click off. Thanks for watching. This is the last topic, so yeah, you can click off if you don't want to know spoilers for Season 3. But, alright, have you clicked off? Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Have you clicked off yet? Alright, good. So, Season 3 ends with Daniel and Johnny teaming up to take on Kreese's Cobra Kai, and it goes from there. Before that scene with Daniel and Johnny teaming up, you see Kreese making a phone call to an old friend from the Vietnam War, and it's most likely Terry Silver. So Terry Silver's probably going to come back in this in Season 4. I feel he was, let's be real, he was probably the best part of Karate Kid 3. And Thomas Ian Griffith reprising the role. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm actually gonna go fact check this. I think Thomas Ian Griffith is retired. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right. I'm gonna go fact check this right now. Yes, he indeed is retired. He retired like over a decade ago. So, like, it seems that he could be coming out of retirement to play Terry Silver, which I think that was his first acting role in any movie. So that's actually pretty cool. The only thing is, I've heard people say, in the flashbacks they didn't like de-age that's not Thomas Ian Griffith who's playing young Terry Silver. They picked another actor. They didn't bring him back to de-age him. But I hope you know they didn't de-age Martin Kove to play young Kreese. That's a different actor for him too. So that's bullshit. That point. And some details when it comes to the shooting of the show. I believe the season's supposed to start shooting this month and supposed to end shooting in like April. So if I were to wager when it's gonna come out, most shows they don't have 2 seasons come out in the same year. But I'm gonna say I'm leaning more towards Season 4 of Cobra Kai coming out in I'd say fall of this year. And I say that, I know we got Season 3 this year, but Season 4, I think they're going to release both seasons this year, because Season 3 was supposed to come out last year, but then the pandemic hit. And then, I believe they had it all shot and everything, but the pandemic hit. They could have still dropped it, but there's also the YouTube to Netflix move. And, for a while, they were trying to find a new platform to put this on, because YouTube Red just wasn't really a show like Cobra Kai, a show that's this good, if you put it on fucking YouTube, I'm not the biggest fan of Karate Kid, but I've heard people that are and said this was a horrible idea. And people started watching them almost ironically, or intended to watch them. I watch it ironically, but then like, wow, this was actually really good. And I thought it was a really bad idea at first, especially YouTube Red. Like all this stuff I saw on there at the time was sort of just like, what is this? Like, what's this like Logan Paul show? What was that called? The thinning? What the fuck was that? Like, you got like that type of shows, and then we see like a full on, like, you see Cobra Kai which is like a direct sequel to the Karate Kid. So that's like a big jump from like a Logan Paul show to a Karate Kid show. But yeah, but back to, it took a bit to move from YouTube to Netflix. They were trying to find a home. They found Netflix. It got to Netflix. The first 2 seasons back in August were on Netflix, and many people got to watch it. I didn't watch it. I wanted to. I just never got around to doing it. So then the third season dropped like on the 1st of January. All right. Now I sort of went on a bit of a tirade there, but what I was saying was I think we're gonna get both season 3 and 4 this year, because season 3 came out at the very start, the 1st of January this year, when it was supposed to come out sometime last year, but then the pandemic and then the move to Netflix happened, and then they were thinking of a release date, and then they bumped up the release date a week. So that's something. So it technically, like, no, it did come out this year, but it was very close to coming out like very late last year, So yeah, like, I feel like they can definitely have season 4 come out this year. That'll be one of few scenarios where you release 2 seasons of the same show in the same year, and it makes total sense. Now, what do I think is going to happen in season 4? Now, I like thinking how, like, the seasons will end, I remember back in, like, season 2 where they ended with the school brawl, and, like, once Miguel hit the railing, that sound, oh my god, I paused it before the episode was even done, before the like episode even left like the school area and show the characters in the hospital. I paused the episode and I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, I hope that wasn't, I can't tell if that was ear rape or if it just sounded like ASMR, but yeah, and so for a while throughout season 3, I was thinking, goddamn, how do you top a school brawl with a home invasion? The home invasion wasn't. I think the home invasion was funny. You get like you have a home invasion of a giant mansion, or the home that's being invaded is a giant mansion, and a karate brawl breaks out with heavy metal Christmas music playing in the back. That's fucking hilarious, and it's also entertaining. And the heavy metal Christmas music slapped, by the way. Like, yeah, so that was good. How do you top that? I don't know if that even topped the school brawl in terms of like stakes. I don't know, but I mean, then again, they did break in and enter, but whatever. How do you top that though? Well, they're setting up the tournament. If Cobra Kai loses, he goes. If Johnny and Daniel lose, and then Kreese got cut off there, so we don't know. We that's another thing. We don't know what happens to Johnny and Daniel if they lose. I don't know if it's they go. I'm actually thinking if they lose, to increase the stakes here, if they lose, they join Kreese. All their students join Kreese's Cobra Kai. But here's what I think is going to happen. The tournament finals will come down to Robbie and Miguel again. And Miguel is going to beat Robbie. And how Kreese started choking Johnny, because he lost in the first Karate Kid, but this whole sequence was in the beginning of the second one. Yeah, I think Kreese is gonna do that to Robbie, and then Johnny's gonna notice that, and he's gonna save Robbie, and he's gonna start fighting Kreese, and then a brawl's gonna break out in like the stadium they're in. That's how you top a school brawl and then a home invasion. That's how you top that. You have the tournament and then a brawl in a stadium. Bada boom. That is if this season even ends with the tournament. They could possibly prolong that, honestly. And I heard that the writers are planning for 6 seasons, and they have a clear ending in mind. So I would assume that the ending is season 6. This is definitely not the last season. Even if I wouldn't say it needs 6 seasons, but like if this was the last season, I feel like the reports that about season 4 would say like the final season, and they don't. So yeah, and I feel season 5. I think it would. This show feels like a show that would benefit from like 5 seasons. I'm not sure about 6. Like say they finish off Kreese and everything with that at the end of season 4. I don't know what they're gonna do for season 5 and 6. Maybe Terry Silver is still around. Maybe the deal was Kreese goes if he loses, but they didn't say anything about Terry Silver. Maybe that's something. There's a lot of possibilities here. I'm stoked. I'm upset that I have to wait. I was able to binge the first 3 seasons, so there's no wait involved there. But now I have to wait. So, yeah, what do you think's going to happen in season 4? And what do you think about the details that were revealed?